So, weiter geht's mit Genshin. Ja, wo war ich genau? Fang an zu malen. Den jetzt wieder? Ja.
Let's start with the head. Now, in your mind's eye, what is written on Paimon's face?
Ausdruck verärgert, benebelt, niedlich und dumm.
Huh? Is that how Paimon really looks to you?
Oh.
Okay, forget it. We can come back to that. Let's move on to the body. Come on, paint what you see when you look at Paimon.
Hochwertige Knabbereien. Ein hochwertiges fliegendes Haustier.
Paimon's starting to feel like this is not going to turn out so great.
Ich bin fertig.
Paimon's getting nervous.
Jetzt schon?
Let me see. Let Paimon see. What is that?
Okay, daher kommt das Meme, was ich auf YouTube gesehen habe, ein paar Mal. Normal Paimon. Und dann das Paimon-Ding. Nicht schlecht, oder? Es ist offensichtlich gut, nicht wahr?
How could... Paimon is lost for words. The brushwork is smooth and the composition seems professional quality. You had no problems there. So what the heck happened with the face, huh? Explain that stupid expression! Explain it!
Smooth, professional quality.
And those eyes! Those boring, lifeless eyes! Where's the soul?
Traveler, have you previously received any education in the fine arts?
Ich kann nicht sagen, dass ich überhaupt nichts gelernt habe. Es kommt aus dem Herzen.
What? You pour your heart on the page and this is what comes out?
Paimon, du bist etwas Besonderes.
Special, huh? You seriously think special is supposed to look this ugly? Paimon's not convinced. But Paimon is struggling to come up with a comeback.
Fascinating. Paimon, if this is not to your liking, I can make a few amendments. Traveler, what do you think?
Ich schulde dir allerhöchsten Dank. Ah, okay. Und ich weiß schon, was jetzt kommt.
Alright then. Paimon, is this better?
It's a total ground-up overhaul, that's what it is! It's so pretty! Is that really what Paimon looks like?
Adding flourish to the finished piece is an essential component of what makes art... art. This is not to say that you differ from the painting on a fundamental level, rather that the real you and the you in the painting present two different styles of beauty. You remain the core reference point for the painting. So, Paimon, you can put your misgivings aside and hang this painting wherever you like.
Der Unterschied in den Malfähigkeiten ist spürbar. Ich spüre die Taufe der Kunst. Also ich fand das von dem Traveler aber auch recht hübsch. Ich würde nicht mal das vom Traveler hinbekommen.
Wow! Thanks, Albedo.
Oh, I merely added a flourish here and there. You should be thanking the traveler. In truth, ground-up overhaul is more or less an accurate description.
The more Paimon looks at it, the more she likes it. Great! Paimon has a portrait painting. Paimon's gonna show this off to everyone.
Paimon ist sehr glücklich, danke. Es ist ein komplett neues Bild.
It's nothing. I can paint you next time, if you'd like. You can hang it in your home as a souvenir. I rarely entertain so many guests at my camp. It's lively. A little noisy, even. But I don't dislike it. Liveliness is a rare thing here on Dragonspine.
Alle ruhen sich bis zum Morgenlager aus.
It's a new day. Let's go meet up with everyone.
Hey, good morning. slept great last night. How about you guys? All rested up?
I'm fine, as usual.
Bei mir auch.
The path down the mountain is easier to follow in the daylight. Let's take this chance to head down to the base camp.
Let's go! If we make good time, maybe we can all get lunch together.
I flipped another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again.
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Look out!
Traveler, Paimon, are you alright? Are you hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Mir fällt gerade auf, Paimon ist eigentlich gar nicht so klein. Ist ungefähr auf Kopfhöhe mit uns. Ist vielleicht nur 30, 40 Zentimeter kleiner. Alles in Ordnung bei dir?
That's good. My arm got a little scratched up, but it's nothing serious.
Jula?
I'm okay, but I don't see the other two. I'm afraid the avalanche may have pushed them off the cliff.
They fell down? They'll be okay though, right?
I think they're both robust enough to survive the fall. But if the falling debris knocked them unconscious, and they're lying there in the freezing cold, we have to get down there and rescue them, immediately.
Okay, let's move.
Hang in there, guys.
Also ich meine, Benny hat ja sowieso das Feuerelement. Von daher kann einfach den Rest wegschmelzen. Okay, ja. Lawine. Aber trotzdem ist irgendwie nicht viel passiert. Ist das die Erklärung dafür, warum hier die Brücke fehlt? War die in der Sequenz gerade da? Ich weiß es nicht, aber das wäre eine Erklärung. Die Brücke war da und dann kam die Lawine während der... Was zum... Ja?
Bennett, are you okay? Shout if you can hear me. Bennett!
A voice! Over there!
Bennett, is that you?
Guys, I'm over here.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Let me check. I'm a little dizzy, but I'm not in any pain. I don't think I'm injured.
Thank goodness. Scared the life out of me.
If you're dizzy, sit and rest for a while.
It's fine, really. This kind of thing happens all the time. I'll be fine. Thank you. Wait, where's Albedo? Isn't he with you guys?
We thought he fell off the cliff with you. He still hasn't shown up?
We found Bennett here, so Albedo can't be far away. Keep searching this area.
Got it.
Such nach Albedo, 0 von 2. Okay. Also ich erfrische wieder fast, das ist los. Albedo sucht Albedo, das gefällt mir.
Albedo! No response. Are we definitely looking in the right place? He's not here either. Let's check with the others.
Ja. So, komm. Wobei kann er jetzt auch nicht mitgerissen worden sein. Ich wollte gerade sagen, wer steht denn da? Aber was sind die? Sie sind erstaunlich nah an dem Höhleneingang da vorne.
Well, any sign of him?
Not a trace.
Nothing from me either.
Strange. We didn't have any luck either. Where could he have gone?
Everyone!
Albedo! Are you okay?
Das ist der Fake. Die hat das komische Mal am Hals nicht.
Nothing serious.
Okay, everyone accounted for.
Guys, I think it's gotta be because of me. The avalanche only happened because I'm here. I guess flipping a treasure hoarder insignia isn't gonna change my luck after all. No wonder no one wants to go adventuring with me. I'm so sorry.
Don't say that. I'm hardly the lucky type myself, so I'm not about to go blaming every little thing that goes wrong on you.
Exactly. Besides, Dragonspine is a dangerous place. Avalanches literally come with the territory. Bad luck has nothing to do with it, okay?
Was ist gerade passiert? War es wirklich ein Zufall? I don't think so.
Traveler, what's wrong?
Your face looks... Oh no, did you get hit on the head?
Keine Sorge, mir geht es gut.
Phew.
Everyone, the incident is behind us now. We should keep moving.
Why do I feel that Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be? I hope it's just my imagination. Our top priority now is to get off the mountain and regroup with the adventurers. Whatever further dangers this mountain has to throw at us, we must face them together.
Agreed. Guys, keep your eyes peeled and watch your step. Careful does it.
Den Berg mit Albedo hinab. Kann mal irgendwer erwähnen, dass das nicht Albedo ist? Das muss doch irgendwem auffallen. Aber okay. Merkwürdiger Zahn. Und das ist ja irgendwie das Drachenherz angeblich. Man erschlägt. Und sie möchten den Objekt an unseren Gefühlen hinaus und ziehen mit dem Drachenzahn Lebenskraft. Ah, ich brauche 4 Stück. Habe ich das auch richtig im Kopf gehabt. Aber hier kann immer nur einer gleichzeitig spawnen. Pro Tag einer, alle 3 Tage einer. Aber man kriegt dann halt immer direkt 4, irgendwie sowas. Wie Drachengradwaffen halt. Okay. Okay, da ist zwar nicht das Camp, aber egal. Also wenn es jetzt wieder die ganze Zeit hin und her geht, dann weiß ich auch nicht. Also eigentlich müsste jetzt der Clash kommen quasi zwischen Albedo und Albedo. Und dann kommt mein Albedo dazu und dann haben wir 3 Albedos. Hui.
We've been heading in the right direction for a good length of time now. We must be getting close. I can feel it.
Victory is in sight! Hooray! As soon as we get to base camp, Paimon wants a bowl of hot soup and some barbecued meat.
I hope we can all get there safely. No more incidents, please.
Auf der ganzen Reise sind merkwürdige Dinge passiert. Irgendetwas fühlt sich falsch an, aber was ist es? Dem fehlt das Muttermal am Hals.
Hey, what's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Es gibt einige Dinge, von denen ich nicht die geringste Ahnung habe.
Something's up, isn't it? Are you hungry? Cold? Shall Paimon hug your head to warm you up?
Ich weiß es zu schätzen, Paimon.
I don't think I've spent so much time on Dragonspine before. It sure is cold, but the view is amazing. Isn't it, Eula? Eula?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
I was just thinking. Whenever I've met up with you at Dragonspine in the past, we always stick to the same few spots. It's much more vast and beautiful here than I realized. If it were a little warmer and a little safer, I bet this place would be bustling with visitors.
Jula sah aus, würde sie auf etwas achten. Könnte sie das gleiche gemerkt haben wie ich? Ich finde den Namen, die englische Aussprache von Jula ein bisschen blöd. Eigentlich ist es Euler. Es ist definitiv Euler. Die Engländer sind halt nur wieder zu blöd, Euler auszusprechen. Aber okay.
I agree. People are put off by the cold and have an aversion to danger. They don't realize that there's much to explore beneath the icy exterior, if you were willing to spend the time and energy. Albedo, is this the way down?
Yes.
I think there are several routes in this area. Does the path fork off here? It looks like it does. But maybe it doesn't. My head's still a little fuzzy from the impact.
I'm kinda dizzy too. I keep thinking things are swaying a little. Maybe I'm just hungry.
Either path will work for us. The smaller trail is less worn and harder to see, but it's also shorter. Since everyone is weary, I suggest we take the shortcut. Follow me.
Alle Folgen erwähnt nach vorn. Das kann man nicht zeigen. Wow.
Wait. Bennett and Amber don't look well. Can we take a break? We can continue once their conditions have improved.
Ugh. Now that you mention it.
Huh?
You hit your head earlier, didn't you?
Oh, you noticed. Are you sure it's worth holding everyone up over a little thing like this?
No problem at all. Health and safety always come first.
Lasst uns eine Weile ausruhen.
Okay. Sorry for this. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sprich mit den Leuten. Ach komm schon wieder. Oh nein. Okay. Sie hat den Questmarker. Erstmal mit Bennett. Und ich bin wieder mal gemutet, bis sie durch sind.
Drinking some water can help with the dizziness. Oh, and lying flat on your back helps too.
Oder es geht doch einfach direkt weiter. Auch bitte.
Thank you, Bennett. Seems like you really know your stuff.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
Bennett, weren't you feeling dizzy too? Stop pushing yourselves, both of you. Get some rest. We'll continue when you've gathered your energy.
Eula might come off as a little frosty, but she takes caring for her friends super seriously, more than anyone else I know. Every time I see that look on her face, I'm just like, stop staring at me.
Okay. Dann gehe ich jetzt erst zu dir hin. Aber ich kann gar nicht mit dir reden. Ich kann nur mit denen reden, die hier angezeigt werden. Sitzen? Okay, ich kann einfach nicht wegdrücken.
Traveler, I know what that look means. What's on your mind?
Ich habe ein ungutes Gefühl, als würde etwas passieren.
Maybe seasoned veterans have an instinct for it. I sense it too. Something seems to have changed, but I can't confirm for sure. It could be difficult to verify. It might be imprudent to speculate out loud, but I believe you know what I am referring to. Traveler, I think... you...
Vorsicht.
It's not over yet.
What the fuck?
Brace yourselves. This'll be a challenge.
Stay back! I'm going to cut this weed down to size.
Solidify.
Schau, die Teufelsfrüchte der Blume? What? Ja, wie denn? Ich habe jetzt mit vielem gerechnet, aber nicht mit einer Kackblume, die auf einmal sowas macht. Teufelsessenz? What? I'm confused.
Gather.
Just slightly. What the? Ich check gerade nicht, was hier abgeht, aber egal. Dass es ein Bossfight ist, sehe ich. Teufelsmund seit langem lauernde Gefahr. Die sind nämlich eigentlich Schaden.
Stabilize.
Frage für einen Freund. Warum nehmen wir Schaden?
Let's dance.
Ach Gott. Woher soll ich denn sehen, dass das Ding hier hinten irgendwie schwebt? Ja, komm runter. Ja, kommt das Ding jetzt auch mal selber runter. Hallo.
Stabilize.
Ah. Hauptsache die Geosäule trifft. Kann ich irgendwie... Nein, kann ich nicht. I'm confused. Kann das Ding mal aufhören zu treffen? What the fuck?
Solidify.
Treff mal ein bisschen weniger.
Come into being.
Let the show begin.
Hm. Ja. Der da hinten. Ich will das Ding angreifen.
Stabilize.
Burst forth. Feel this
Okay.
ancient power. Lament.
Das dauert nur schön zu lang, was ich hier mache.
Here. Here.
Ich bin da. Bedo. Okay. Ich habe irgendwas in dem Drachen erwartet, aber nicht eine Blume. Aber okay.
What in the world was that thing? One moment it was human, the next it was a plant.
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. But can you please tell us what's going on? I don't understand.
I take it this monster is whom I had the pleasure of meeting last time.
Correct. As you might have guessed, this is a mutated whopper flower. An extremely rare kind.
But can whopper flowers turn into humans?
Not typically. But conditions on Dragonspine are far from typical. Perhaps the dragon's blood seeped into the land, then was passed to the monsters via the ley lines, accelerating their rate of mutation.
How could that happen?
This mountain is home to the remains of Durin, the venomous dragon. If there is anywhere in the world one might expect life to do unfathomable things, it would most likely be here. Durin was an artificially created life form. Its existence is nothing short of a miracle, and proof of countless possibilities. In other words, this mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries. A vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
The avalanche. It must have been the work of this imposter.
Das denke ich auch.
Agreed. All the other troubles you faced on the way down could also have been its handiwork. My guess is that it was targeting everyone that I've had contact with.
Die Alchemie-Notizen wurden auch von ihm geklaut.
Right, I forgot all about that.
It's not inconceivable.
But what was its purpose? Was it just trying to get rid of us?
I have a preliminary hypothesis on this. Whopper flowers are masters of mimicry, and those we encounter in the wild often appear in the vicinity of the plants they impersonate. In other words, the whopper flower likely has an instinct to replicate and replace. As a plant, it will disguise itself as another plant and infiltrate the group, hiding among them for cover. The plant being imitated has no way to detect or fight back against this behavior. But when it disguises itself as a human,
It wanted to replace you and infiltrate our group?
yes, maybe it created the avalanche to get rid of us. I predicted this eventuality, so I availed myself of the avalanche to hide and lure it out. It was watching us the whole time, and when it saw that I had disappeared, its instinct was to take my place. At that point, its disguise was complete, and its next move was to hunt its prey.
Yes, that's exactly how whopper flowers operate.
So when it approached and attacked Joel, what was that? A trial run?
Perhaps. Or maybe it enjoyed posing as a human, and wanted to experience what it felt like to be human.
We're fortunate to have discovered it in time. I think the Traveler was the first person other than Albedo to notice something was wrong.
Jula ist auch scharfsinnig.
Traveler, how could you tell the real me and my imposter apart?
I want to know too. I had no idea the other guy was an imposter. They looked exactly the same to me.
Der fette Stern am Hals. Dem ist sonst keiner aufgefallen, offenbar. Aber okay.
I see. It goes to show how difficult it is to impersonate a human. This mutant whopper flower tried its best to replicate the original exactly, but still managed to miss some details.
Unbelievable. To think that Dragonspine creates such terrifying possibilities.
Das Dasein der Winduke scheint Sinn zu haben. Was? Könnte es sein, dass der Doppelgänger, den ich an jedem Tag auf der Jagd nach dem Dieb getroffen habe, auch dieser war? Es scheint mir nicht genau das gleiche Gefühl zu geben. Könnte es sein, dass die Veränderung der Winduke auch unbeständig ist?
Anyway, at least we won in the end. It looks like my method did work after all. I used up all the bad luck, and the good luck finally came through.
About that, if you're referring to having fallen down the mountain and avoided injury, well, that's because I was secretly protecting you.
Huh? Well, that still counts as good luck to me.
Yes, that's not an unreasonable way of looking at it. Okay. We've been delayed long enough. Time to move on.
Yeah, let's go!
Geht zum Abenteurerlager zurück. Hatte schon Hoffnung, dass es das war. Aber okay, das heißt, ich habe jetzt mehr auf sowas gehofft, wie dass es halt wirklich irgendwie eine Inkarnation vom Drachen war, der dann seinen Bruder darstellt, aber Lormis das mit einer Manilogwa zu erklären, macht Sinn. Und dass sie diese mutierten Fähigkeiten hat, sich in einen Menschen zu verwandeln durch das Blut des Drachen, das ist auch clever eingebaut. Ich muss aber auch schon sagen, also das Budget für jegliche Inazuma-Story ist offenbar in den Drachengrad geflossen, wieder mal. So ein kleines bisschen zumindest, finde ich. Aber okay. Interessant, dass das hier unten die Arena war. Wait, sind die eigentlich vorhin echt? Die sind von... Nee. Warte mal, warum... Die waren hier. Das Camp ist rechts. Wollten aber nur vom Berg runter. Hätte man halt auch hier machen können. Aber wie kommen die bitte bis ganz hier? Das macht keinen Sinn. Die sind einen halben Berg abgelaufen. Aber okay. Sie sind halt dem falschen Albedo gefolgt. Stevens. Irgendwie sagt mir der Name was. Oder ist der neu? Ich habe keine Ahnung.
Woohoo! I'm back!
Cyrus doesn't seem to be here. He must have headed up the mountain. Let's wait for him here.
Amber, are you feeling better?
Yep, all good now. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know what I'd do without you guys. If not for you, I'd probably still be locked up in that cage. I really want to thank you all properly, but I can't think how at the moment.
Huh? You must be pretty used to being on the receiving end of people's kindness by now, though, surely. You probably need it often enough, given your... situation.
Come on, don't put it like that. Sure, plenty of people have shown me kindness before, but that doesn't mean I will ever take it for granted. No matter how many times people help me out in life, I will never forget any of them.
Well, instead of repaying those who helped you, perhaps you could help others yourself. Everyone meets others in need from time to time. By choosing to be there for them, you're passing the kindness you received onto others.
Yup, you're right. That's what I've always tried to do, and will always continue to do. Right. And when Cyrus gets back, I'll find some way to help him out too.
This has been quite an eventful day.
Yeah, it has. It's really hit me how tired I am now that I've started to relax.
I need to rest. Everyone, please excuse me for a while.
Yeah, I need to get some water and maybe a piece of fruit. Once I'm rested up, I need to get back to being an instructor again.
Well, it looks like the curse of the mountaineers who couldn't get off the mountain is finally broken. Feels like an action-packed chapter has come to a close. Shall we find somewhere to rest and chat too?
Why not? Then please, come with me.
Tatsächlich gibt es etwas zu sagen.
You sensed something too, didn't you? Then let's go.
Huh? Are you going back to your camp again? Paimon thought maybe we could talk here.
Nicht mit so vielen Leuten um uns herum, Paimon. Paimon, los.
Okay. Might as well come with you.
Good. Shall we set off right away?
Klar. Bevor sie wieder zu seinem Lagerplatz... Oh Gott sei Dank, ich musste nicht selber importen.
Sorry for bringing you back here once again. Some topics are best discussed in private.
Is this about the imposter?
That's right. I have to say, Traveler, I'm very surprised you noticed the difference between me and the imposter.
Meinst du das am Hals? Das war jetzt nicht gerade sehr schwer zu erkennen.
Yes. This mark. Perhaps it's where it all began.
Ooh, sounds like the beginning of a big story. Keep going.
Well, I can't deny that what I'm about to say does sound like something from a children's storybook. So, what do you think this diamond-shaped mark means?
A tattoo? A crest? Something else?
Eine Narbe, ein Geburtsmal.
No. Consider it a birthmark. Have you ever seen an intricate glass ornament and wondered how it was made? Well, one method for crafting with glass is a technique known as glass blowing. Glass blowing is not a widely known art in Teyvat. For this reason, glassware made in this way is usually very expensive. As the name implies, glass blowing involves blowing air into a hole, much like blowing up a balloon. This type of glassware is known for having a pontal mark at the point where the blowpipe was inserted, where the hole was sealed at the very end. This mark is a sign that the item was crafted by a human hand.
Sounds kind of amazing.
It is a wondrous and beautiful art form. Alice says that these marks are seen as proof of the maker's fine handiwork, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect work of art. My mark is something similar to this. The difference between synthetic and natural life lies in the directional flow of the life force. The energy of a natural life form flows out from within. That's why flower buds bloom and curled leaves unfold. And it's the very reason we watch and wonder at blossoming flowers. Creating life artificially, on the other hand, involves, to a certain extent, the introduction of an external source of energy into the embryonic life form. When the hole where the life force was infused is sealed at the end, it leaves a mark not dissimilar to the pontal mark in blown glasswares. The alchemical substance drips and spreads out in all directions, resulting in this rather ingenious diamond shape.
Wow. So that's where it came from.
This mark is a sign of my artificial origins, and proof of my imperfection as a human. I presume that the imposter intentionally avoided replicating this mark, so as not to become less than perfect himself.
Alter, hör auf, dich so runterzureden. Ist das kein Problem, mir all das zu erzählen?
You are fundamentally different from other people. I have few qualms about sharing my secrets with you. Just as Paimon said, it all sounds like a story. Even if you were to tell anyone else, they would regard it as nothing more than a tall tale. The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined.
Deshalb gibt es auch das Anderssein.
People like to believe that those who are thoroughly different from themselves could only ever exist in stories. It makes things much easier. Or, in other words, all the unfathomable things we've seen recently would make good material for a novel. I have friends who write novels. If they wrote this story, it'd probably be even more complex.
Making up stories is easy. Even Paimon can do that.
Oh, I didn't know you had that kind of talent.
Paimon's the best guide into that. Making up stories is a piece of cake.
In that case, how about we have a storytelling contest? We can base our stories on the events of the last few days.
Sounds great. But we still have to help out the Adventurers Guild.
I understand. Creativity is something that cannot be rushed. Take your time, and come back when you have found some inspiration. We'll see whose story is more compelling.
Was mir da gerade auffällt, Paimon trägt in ihrem Haar auch so ein Diamantding. Paimon ist die Erschafferin von Albedo. Paimon ist genauso wie Albedo künstlich erschaffen. Irgendwie sowas.
Deal! Okay, we'll regroup with the Adventurers Guild for now.
Sure. My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you in the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
What the fuck? Schatten im Schneesturm, zweiter Akt abgeschlossen. Schatten der Ungewissheit. Teufelsturm im Schnee. Och nö, jetzt muss ich das Ding mal wieder bekämpfen für irgendwelche Sachen. Oh nee. Ist ja lame. Das ist wie das andere Event. Sie die Teufelsblume, ohne von den Teufelsfrüchten getroffen zu werden, die sie auswirft. Aha. Besiege die Teufelsblume, ohne von ihren unterirdischen Schlägen getroffen zu werden. Aha. Besiege die Teufelsblume, ohne dass sie irgendeine Teufelsessenz absorbieren kann. Ich check das Ding nicht mal. Besiege jetzt dann 4 Monster, die von den Teufelsfrüchten erschaffen wurden. Ich habe nur 1 gesehen gerade. Unterbricht den Schneeballangriff der Teufelsblume. Sie. Was muss ich machen? Zerstöre alle Teufelsfrüchte und besiege die Teufelsblume. Nachdem sie das Blut des Drachen in sich aufgenommen hatte, ist diese Oniduka stark mutiert. Aha. Okay. Die Teufelsblume enthält eine geheimnisvolle Substanz, die als Teufelsessenz bekannt ist. Vielleicht ist es sogar diese Substanz, die der Teufelsblume ihre jetzige Form gegeben hat. Wenn du diese Teufelsessenz beseitigen kannst, ist die Teufelsblume vielleicht leichter zu besiegen. Wenn die Teufelsblume Teufelsfrüchte beschwört, kannst du diese Teufelsfrüchte angreifen und zerstören, um sie auf die Teufelsblume zurückzuschleudern. Aha. Wenn sie Teufelsmund heftige Stöße versetzen und dadurch ihren Schild schwächen können, woraufhin die Teufelsmund eine Teufelsessenz freisetzt. Die Teufelsessenz der Teufelsmund ein, um zu verhindern, dass sich ihr Schild wiederherstellt. Allerdings verliert eine aktuelle Figur eine Zeit lang fortlaufend LP, wenn sie Teufelsessenz... Ach, deswegen habe ich gerade Schaden genommen. Ah. Sammle die Teufelsessenz der Teufelsmund ein, um zu verhindern, dass die Teufelsmund ihren Schild wiederherstellt. Wenn ihr Schild verschwindet, wird die Teufelsmund kleiner und somit leichter zu besiegen. Okay.
Guess what? Paimon's story is finished. Let's go see Albedo again.
Was? Ist das schwer zu Albedo? Dritter Akt. What? Ein Geheimnis aus der Asche? Ein dritter Akt? What? Ich dachte, das wäre jetzt zu Ende. Ich kehre mit der Geschichte zum Tragen zurück, um Albedo im Lager zu treffen. Das besondere Kindergarten könnte darauf diesem kann ich nicht mehr begraben liegen. Nein. Es geht jetzt echt noch weiter. Ich dachte, das wäre jetzt so Foreshadowing für das nächste Event in einem Jahr oder so. Och nö. Ich wollte heute Abend noch Dinge zu Ende schauen. Okay, ich fange zumindest die Quest schon mal an. Jetzt bin ich gespannt, was da kommt. Aber vorher mache ich einen kleinen Cut. Bis dann.